and welcome to Titanium Taras Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Scorpio, okay? So this is for any placement you have a Scorpio in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, I will mention the decks I use as I use them. If I don't, they will be in the description box below. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Scorpios, because I'm a Scorpio moon myself, it's coming out. Let's get into our cards. Yeah. I just want to mention, I came off of a 48-hour fast yesterday, and like, if the Cancer reading is any indication, I'm still on point, so we're good even after I ate. We're really good. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cancers, please come forward and share what they should expect. Did I say Cancer? I mean Scorpio. My Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got the Four of Spring. Yeah. Four of Spring with, do I want to? King of Summer, Six of Summer. Alright, I guess I will. Okay, so please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpiones, please come forward and share. You got the Ace of Spring with the Princess of Winter at the bottom of the deck. The light worker of the court cards, in my opinion. Prince of Autumn, Nine of Summer, Ten of Summer, the Magician. What? This is amazing. I have to take all of these. I just must. What? Girl or guy? That's my crazy face right there. I feel like the image I just got in my mind is the Cheshire Cat. That's its name. In Alice in Wonderland, the real crazy one. I'm crazy at this point. I'm so happy. It seems crazy. Okay. That was the same thing I got yesterday. As I was doing my readings, as I just came off of my 48-hour fast. Well, I hadn't come off of it yet, but which is interesting. Fasting has very good effects, and I did not know that it also heightens your intuition, but it does. It does. It makes me. It also helped me attain happiness. Yes. Awesome. Don't mind me, I'm being crazy. You know, crazy people tell it's awesome over here, you should come over here, but they look mother flipping crazy while they're telling you that. So I understand why you're a little reticent, if like there's a little resistance in it. But hey, once you head over here, you'll never want to go back. But until you get here, it's gonna look like I'm crazy. So I completely understand. Ah, it's a part of life. Okay. It's like all those people who think parents are crazy because they put themselves through a lot until they become parents. I actually had a teacher in college who was like, I never wanted kids. until I fell in love with the right man. And I had kids, and now I just love my kids. And I was actually afraid I would not love my kids. But until you're in it, you'll never know. Is basically what I'm saying. I should write that down too. Until you're in it. You'll never know. I'm still on that high. Well, actually, I only get on that high when I'm doing readings, oddly enough. But still. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, the Emperor wanted to pop out. Please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you have the Ten of Spring with, you see, Cancer also got this card. The 8 of Winter and the 4 of Winter and the 6 of Autumn and the Ace of Summer. Okay. Yeah, it was pretty much the same idea as Cancer. You gotta go through some difficulties to finally get through your amazing stuff. Well, actually, I can't jump the gun. I have to wait until I do the reading, so to tell you exactly what this all means. Let's see what this card is. I won't take it in the reverse. Sorry. It fell in the reverse, but I'm like, nay. Well, you're not... Ah! I see what you mean, Spirit. Okay. I get it now. Alright. So you got Balance in reverse. With the Ego card and the 7 of Summer and the 4 of Summer and the Ace of Autumn at the bottom of the deck. Alright, Spirit, I'm going to go into my innocence and not guess. And we'll figure out as we go along. Haha. By the way, I use selenite on my decks. Okay, so that was Radleigh Valentine's Fairy Tarot deck. Yeah. Now I'm going to use the Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle to clarify. So, for the first set, you have the 4 of Spring, the King of Summer, and the 6 of Summer. So, please, angels and guides, anyone with the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share why all these cards for the first set. Please, angels and guides, anyone with the highest good who has a message for my Scorpiones, why all these cards for the first set. Please, angels and guides. And you got Lattice Moon's Daughter with the Singer of Intuition at the bottom of the deck, followed by Arvo Parrot. Yep. And Fairy Guide, which is a blank slate. Not the blank slate, but it's a blank card. Followed by the Singer of Healing. And Tom the Poet. And the Singer of the Chalice. Haha. T'Challa. I heard T'Challa from, Black Panther. Now, I don't know if I'm mispronouncing it. I'm sorry if I am, but that is what I heard. So next you have the Ace of Spring, the Princess of Winter, the Prince of Autumn. Oh, we might have a couple here in case. The 9 of Summer, the 10 of Autumn, and the Magician. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share why all these cards are here for the second set. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share why all these cards are here for the second set. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios. Next, and the card you have to clarify. The first card is the Fawn. And at the bottom of the deck, you have He of the Fairy Sword, followed by Iris of the Rainbow, followed by Sylvanus, followed by the Journeyman, followed by Ecstasis. Yeah. Okay. Followed by Luathos the Wild, followed by Mikkalamuckle. Yeah. So we're ending it on a good note. That's good. So for the third set, you have the 10 of Spring, the 8 of Winter, the 4 of Winter, the 6 of Autumn, and the Ace of Summer. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share why all these cards are here for the third set. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good. Well, the first card that fell like this was the Fairies of the Future, pointing towards the left. I guess we'll see. And the card at the bottom of the deck is Penelope Dreamweaver, followed by the Green Woman. And the Sage. Alright. Next you have the Balance card in the reverse, followed by the Ego, which is the Devil in this card, followed by the 7 of Summer, the 4 of Summer, and the Ace of Autumn. Okay. Why am I thinking of them? Anywho. So, now, to clarify, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and clarify why all these cards are here in the direction they're in for the fourth set. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and clarify all these cards in the direction they're in. Number 1, oh, that gnome. Number 2, the Bodacious Bodak. And number 3, Nellis the Alchemist. And number 4, Friends. And number 5, the Singer of Initiation. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. Now the first set, okay, starts off with the 4 of Spring, which talks of be grateful, you have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. The happy home, happy life, happy wife, happy husband, happy everything, okay? It's just emotional fulfillment. But I feel like this is, you know, just when you got married, so it's like the honeymoon stage bit. You know, there aren't any kids running around like driving you crazy of yet, right? Yeah. And remember, this is like a snapshot. Okay, so it won't last. It could last the entire week. But for it to last the entire week, you have to make it last, right? You have to make it last. And basically, in order for you to be more of a success in what you want to be a success in, you need to make that success last. Even in the times of difficulty, even in the times of not wanting to, even in those times, you need to make it last, is what I'm getting. Next, you have the King of Summer. Now, the King of Summer is a very honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted individual. At the bottom of the card, it says, a romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in cultural or creative endeavors. Yee! Yeah. Good. Yeah. It is good. Yeah. So. Da-na-na-na. First of all, you're coming up in your own reading. Well, I'm not you specifically, not yet, but you got some water sign coming in, is all I can say. Then you have another water sign coming in, or a water energy coming in with the Six of Summer. Now the summer cards, okay, the set of summer, the suit of summer in this deck represents cups, is what I'm trying to say. Now, alright, it's at the bottom of the card, it says, children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. So, remember how I mentioned that this is at the beginning stage, when it's the honeymoon stage, no kids running around. Kids might be coming into the picture. So, brace yourself. Like, I'm looking forward to having kids. Though, you know, there is going to have to be like a moment where you enjoy each other's company. Right? Yeah. Next, so first card clarifying is Lattice, Moon's daughter. Now, Lattice talks of light cast in shadow, spiritual guidance, illumination, riddles. So what is the riddle? I feel like I need to clarify this. Oh, okay. Okay. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Scorpios, please come forward and share why, what is the riddle about in this set? What's the riddle here? Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, and you got the child. Okay, so watch yourself if you don't want kids. But if you do, it's time to, you know, bow, chicka, wow, wow. That was completely off key. Don't mind me. Wait, audio in number 15. Fine. Okay. The child is about a child, new beginnings, curiosity, innocence, being unencumbered, being small, or making yourself small. So this could indicate the beginning of a relationship, the beginning of the new cycle in a relationship, you know, that type of thing. The riddle. Wait, what is the... My question was, what is the riddle? What is the riddle? What is the riddle in this? It's going to take the time it takes. This reading, I'm sorry if it takes long. Okay, encumbered, being small, or making yourself small. Projects that still need to grow. The relationship is a project that needs to grow. It refers to a familiar person, for example, your own child, until puberty, or a very naive person. Curiosity, nativity, small, childish, dependent, unencumbered, innocent. The child card stands for childhood itself or friends. The card symbolizes new beginnings in love. The new cycle that you're beginning upon with your significant other, growth or significant other or partner, or, you know, love, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Growth and at the same time letting go of dependencies. impatience, little thoughtfulness. Live your life in a playful and carefree way. Start from the beginning. Show rationality, and do not be stubborn like a child, like a toddler. It is a terrible twos is what came to mind. Well, show rationality, stubbornness. It is a good time to start something new. Avoid childish behavior. When you approach a new situation like a child, you have to give away control. Open up for new things so that something completely new can emerge. If you behave only on the basis of previous experience, outcomes will be as you already know them. That would lead to a repetition of your past. Children are open to new things that they have not experienced yet. They still dare to embrace, no matter how small it is. I feel like this new cycle with your partner, if we continue on the idea I was picking up on, okay, is new. It's something you've never experienced before, so give it a chance. I feel like, or it's with this partner that you're with, or it's with another partner, but it's just like saying, give it a chance. Next, you have the Singer of Intuition. Now, the Singer of Intuition talks of perceptiveness, oracular powers, awareness, and trust. Excuse me. So, trust this new cycle. Trust this new project. Trust it and see where it takes you. Just trust it. I feel like if you're used to going the opposite direction at this point, being able to reprogram your mind would be useful. And the way to do that is by communicating with yourself, your higher self, and all of you, that you want to create this change. You want to experience this at least once in your life, right? Just to say you've tried it and see where it goes. Remember that teacher I was talking about? Just like that. Next you have Fairy Guide. Now the Fairy Guide is a blank card, so that this card means whatever your intuition says. So I personally prefer to leave this up to you. Whatever your intuition is telling you at this point is what it should be for you. Because generally, right now I'm drawing a blank, so I'm like, okay, that is my go-to now with this card. If I don't think of anything, it's up to you. What are you thinking about? That's what it is. Now, whatever that thing is that you just thought of, alright, it's going to be healing of the mind, your body, and your spirit. Might be or, might be and. Okay, might be all-inclusive, or might be just a singular thing that it's working on. Excuse me. Then you have Taum the Poet. Now Taum, okay, is talking of clear sight, poetry, erotic energy, laughter, not getting into serious mischief. It's clear sight. See, he's like staring intently at something because he can see it clearly. Or maybe he can't, but he knows what he wants to see, and so he is visually creating it. I guess you might be what's it called? What's it? Clairvoyant? Yes, you can have clairvoyance, but this is different. It's not seeing into the future. It's being able to create the future you want. Yeah, you are so good with your clairvoyance that you can see and create the future you want. Whoa. Seeing and creating the future you want to create. Yes. Next you have the Singer of the Chalice. Now the Singer of the Chalice talks of trust, joy, patience, creativity, hope, and miracles. I feel like this is the ending of how you're going to manifest what it is you want to manifest. How you're going to create the future you want by seeing it clearly in your mind, and then knowing, just knowing and trusting and being patient and utilizing your creativity to create the future you want. But just knowing from the get-go that it is going to be, you just don't know how it's going to come to pass. So that is where the creativity comes into play, and where the hope comes into play, and the belief comes into play. Because when you believe it, your future will materialize itself. And that is the manifestation of a miracle. Okay. Whoa, amazing reading. Okay. Now, for the second set, okay, you have the Ace of Spring, the Princess of Winter, the Prince of Autumn, the Nine of Summer, the Ten of Autumn, yes, I saw clearly, and the Magician. Okay, I'm going to quickly go through these. I'm not going to actually explain what they all are. So the Ace of Spring is talking of a new action, something new that you are working upon. Okay, putting into motion, doing something. It's a new action, it's a new habit that you're working on that will allow you to enhance your intuitive powers with the Princess of Winter. And that will in turn allow you, sorry, that was for me, in turn allow you to become a dependable, protective, chivalrous, and humorous individual, because you'll have some semblance of a control over your money manifestation. Then you have the Nine of Cups. Now, I feel like, did you have, yes! Oh, you do have the Princess of Winter. So basically you have the red, the dark blue, the green, the bright blue, and the dark purple. Oh my god. If this is the world card. If the world card came out here, it'd be perfection. But I mean, this is basically saying that you don't need the world card, because you are manifesting the world card like that. This is basically mentioning the steps to you manifesting the world card. Oh my gosh. Scorps. And I'm a Scorpio too, so I'm like, yes. Okay, so money is going to be on point, and because your money is going to be on point, you will not need to worry about stuff, and so you'll be emotionally content. You'll be emotionally content. Then your emotional contentment will allow you to tap into the 10 of Autumn, which will be the full-on manifestation of material abundance. And that's when you have the Nine of Cups. Was it the Nine of Summer? yeah, when you have basically full control over your intuitive powers with the Princess of Winter. So your action, your intuitive powers, your money, your emotions, when you got that, you basically become the magician. Having the ability to manifest what you want with the click of your fingers. Just like that. Scorpio. OMG. Magnificent reading. Hell, man. Yes. Why did I say hell? Heaven. This is amazing. Wow. Alright. This is even better than the Libra reading I did yesterday. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now, the first card clarifying that is the Fawn. Now, the Fawn talks about understanding the nature of nature, natural wisdom, natural magic. Now that would be a card drop moment. Focus. Focus. Why aren't you focusing? There you go. Okay, so the Fawn card, alright, talks about understanding the nature of nature, natural wisdom, natural magic. Cancer got this card too. This is basically saying that you are now the magician of your life. So you understand how to manifest what you want when you want it and however you so choose, right? So, yeah. This is confirmation. Amazing. And once you get into that state, the magician state, okay, you will be protected, because the He of the Fairy Sword talks of active principle, spiritual will, justice, protection. Okay, you are basically protected in whatever you do at this point, because you are the magician. You know how to go through life and create whatever you want just by the click of your fingers. Awesome. Now you have this is the Iris of the Rainbow. Now just the fact that you are now the magician of your life, alright, gives you hope and promise for the future. You can you will never grow. You'll never go. Your life might change. This is the image I got. You are at the center of the tornado. So the world around you might be shifting and changing all the time, but you are calm, centered, and zen. I'm kidding. Next you have Sylvanus. Now Sylvanus, alright, talks of truth, clarity, and cutting through deception. Basically, you have gotten to the point by being in the center of the tornado, by being in the center of the vortex, okay, you are able to cut out the unnecessary shit. Excuse me for the bad word. But you can discern between good and the bad, and you can cut that shit out like this. And that ability will allow you to move forward with your life, because the Journeyman talks of, alright, an adventure, independence, polishing of skills, and travel. You are going places, my friends. Yeah. Next you have Ecstasis. Now Ecstasis talks of ecstasy, joy, rapture, motivation. And there will not be, no, nothing's going to stop you. Nothing's going to stop you now. Don't stop me now. Wow. Okay, seeing the future you want clear to create. Yeah. Then, okay, you have Luathas the Wild. Now Luathas, alright, talks of haste, impulsiveness, fire, spontaneity, and balance. Now I feel like to the people around you, which is basically the idea I tapped into for Cancer, the people around you are going to think that you're crazy. You're insane. You're being impulsive. There's no actual like logic to what you're doing. They don't get it. They don't get your method. But you get your method because you know you're balanced and you know you're listening to your higher source. You know you're listening to your connection, your divine connection. Bish, please. Yeah, you know what's up, right? So you know how it is, but let me just tell you, these people look crazy. To normal folks, they look crazy AF. Okay? So don't be surprised if people take you for a lunatic. Alright, next you have Mikkel and Muckle. Now Mikkel, alright, talks of everyday blessings, mixed blessings, and play. Basically, you are appreciative for everything you have, and no one can take that away from you. So big part of the reason why you're so happy and joyful all the time is because that you are appreciative for what you already have. Yeah. And so that when you get to that point and you consistently stay there, alright, you know what'll happen? You know what'll happen? You know what'll happen? You will keep on manifesting more amazing stuff. And that will make people think that you're crazy or they don't understand how you're doing it. And this is the message I got for Cancer. They won't understand how you're doing it. And instead of asking you how you did it, they'll just look at you like you're weird. And just say that you're not normal. Because you're not normal. Because you have surpassed them. And they are the norm. But you're not the norm. Because you're a part of the norm. But you are, how can I say this? You are you're different. And they won't understand you until they get in until they connect with the same frame of mind that you are in. They won't understand you. But that's just fine. Because you're no longer you no longer are operating the same. I hope that makes sense. I'm not doing this to down people who are in their process. No, they need to be in that process. They need to see you succeed for them to want to succeed as well. Alright, it's seeing you is gonna make them want to change what they do. That is basically how you can help other people, is by being a success yourself and showing them that you're successful, and then they'll be like, hey, how's she doing it? And until they don't get into that frame of mind of, I have something to learn from this person, because they are consistently attracting more and more good things into their life. Why is it not stopping? I don't get it. How are you doing it? Until that happens, they won't get to where you are. But until that happens, they need to be where they are so that they can get themselves out of the rut they're in. I hope that makes sense. Right. So now, for the next and last, well, not last, we still have another set. For the next set number 3. Okay, it starts off with the 10 of Spring. Now, this is where it comes back to the Cancer reading. Okay, people will not see what led you up to this amazing manifestation. They'll see this, they'll see the start of the transformation, and they'll see the transformation. They won't see what made you transform. Oh, no. They'll just see the beginning, you being in this shitty situation, and then they'll see the positive stuff. They don't see it's exactly like a butterfly. You don't see the caterpillar. You don't see the caterpillar turning into a butterfly. You see the caterpillar, and then you see the butterfly. You don't see the transformation. That is what I'm getting. This is the caterpillar situation. Okay? Now, the 10 of Spring, I'm gonna write that. Caterpillar. Now, wrong side. Now, the Ten of Spring, okay, talks of ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. Yeah. I don't know, my mind is having like sparks coming out. My mind is sparking away. Sparky. Don't mind me. I'm just really on a really good feeling right now. I'm feeling great. Now, next you have the Eight of Winter. Now, the Eight of Winter would be the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords, okay, talks of you have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you keeps you from getting what you want. So first, I want to say that I noticed this yesterday, and I'm noticing it again today, is that I'll get to highs. Like, if you'll notice in my reading, there's parts where I'm super, super, super happy, and then there's parts where I'm super, super, super normal. Okay, this is because being in the state is very difficult, and staying in this state is very difficult. The state of complete bliss is very difficult, especially if I'm trying to make sense for you guys who aren't necessarily in this part, because when I get super happy, it gets erratic. You don't understand squat. And so because I'm explaining these things to you, I need to make sense of it and ground myself. So basically when I'm calming down and getting off of my high flying disc, which is something Esther and Jerry Hicks talk a lot, but Jerry has transitioned at this point. He's crossed over. He's now spirit form, is what I'm trying to say. Wait. Okay, I'm writing this down. Disc. So you'll notice I'll go up and I'll come down. And I just mentally saw a video clip of Tom Hiddleston explaining how he does his what's the word? So the accents. In any case, Tom Hiddleston's the best. Alright, so we went from the 10. Okay, so there is an absolute, what I just realized is that, not that just, but there is an absolute regression. Okay, so you're going from the 10 of spring to the 8 of winter to the 4 of winter to the 6 of autumn to the ace of summer. So there is definitely a decretion of difficulty to a going up in blessings and in good stuff. So what does that mean? So you're dropping your burdens, but then you're still going to be stuck in your mind, because winter represents swords and swords represents your thoughts. And the 8 of winter talks of you have what it takes if only you believed in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Basically, you are keeping yourself trapped in your mind because you don't believe you can do it. Right? Because you just laid down. You are just coming off of a high of feeling like you're not good enough with the 10 of spring, which is a person who is overburdened with stuff. And so you're like one step better by the fact that you're feeling depressed because you feel like you can't do stuff because you came off of a high of a depression. I hope that makes sense. Like the extremely high point of a depression. So instead of being depressed here, where you can't see my hand, you're depressed here, which is more manageable, right? Which would take me back to, oh my goodness, which would take me back to the transformation en U, like transformation in with as a letter U. I'll write that down as well. It talks of the stages in which you go through a change, basically. Then you have the Four of Winter. Now the Four of Winter, alright, talks of set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep or a vacation. This makes absolutely sense right now. Okay, so you're going from being extremely depressed to partly depressed to thinking, hey, wait a minute, I can get myself out of this situation if I just go within and figure out what I need to do to get out of this situation. This is amazing. There is definitely you're definitely moving up. Definitely moving up. I love it. Then you have the Six of Autumn. Now the Six of Autumn talks of the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. Whee! Oh my god. Okay, so you have gone within and thought about how you're gonna fix your issue at this point, and you came out of that reflection thinking that, oh, if I share my powers and my wisdom with others, that could be beneficial for me and others as well, which is great. And that will allow you to tap into the Ace of Summer. Now the Ace of Summer, alright, talks of open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. I feel like this is talking more of psychic abilities and spiritual epiphanies than anything else. It could talk of all those things, but in this particular reading, I feel like you're becoming more psychically aware. Not necessarily complete psychicness, but just the fact that you are now becoming more understanding of this cycle that is happening. And this is really like the Cancer reading. So you are understanding your cycle of manifestation. Whoa. Or actually your cycle of creation. I'm gonna say cycle of creation. Because, yeah. Just because. Creation. Alright, so the first card is the Fairies of the Future pointing. First card clarifying is the Fairies of the Future pointing towards the left. Now, this card, alright, cards pointing towards the left to me mean that they happened in the past or they're happening super slowly. But in this case, I feel like it happened in the past. And this card talks of be here now, guidance forward moving. So in the past, you were present and able to notice the guidance that you were getting whilst moving forward, okay? I like to say whilst sometimes. It just gives it that little oomph. So while you're moving forward, you were just present to get you were present to get the guidance that your angels and ancestors were sending you. That's it. Now, next card is Penelope Dreamweaver, which talks about inspiration, magical dreams, and visions. So, I mean, in the Four of Winter, while you were within yourself and figuring out what you needed to do to manifest what you wanted, you were getting visions and magical dreams and inspiration as to what you need to do next. I'm like, woo! Next, you have the Green Woman. Now, the Green Woman, alright, talks of natural magic, expected gratitude, wildness, untamable creativity. What? So now you are tapping into the Six of Autumn, and you're tapping into that sharing bit, that untamable creativity. You know what it is you need to do. And I am basically on a high at this point, if you can see, if you can notice. So I'm trying to bring myself back down so I can explain what I'm getting. Okay, next you have, and the last card for clarifying it, is the Sage. Now the Sage talks of ancient wisdom, knowledge, retreat, old age, and patience. And this, I feel, is referring to the Ace of Summer. The Ace of Summer talks of an emotional new beginning. Open your heart to love, the beginnings of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. I feel like it's the last card. Remember, I was saying that's what I feel like it is, and that is what I feel like it is still, because it's ancient wisdom that you are tapping into at this point, which not everyone can tap into willy-nilly, if that's the right thing. Okay, next, the fourth set, alright, starts off with the Temperance card in the reverse. Now, Temperance talks of balance. You are not balancing anything. You are not balancing the good and the bad. You're just sticking to the good. That is what I got at the beginning, which is amazing. Then you have the Ego, which is the Devil card in this deck. It talks of the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear or worry. No, okay, no. The Devil card in this deck, well, actually, the Devil card in general talks of obsession. And you are obsessed with the state that you currently find yourself in. And I feel like that's what it's talking about. Now, in that state of pure potentiality, you can create whatever you want. You have the Seven of Cups, so you can choose from anything you want, right? Then I feel like there's going to be this little lull, alright, where you are going to be like, but what do I choose? But what do I choose? Because the Four of Cups, alright, talks of being distracted and failing to see the magical opportunities. Basically, you're going to be feeling bad about the fact that you have all these choices and you don't know what to choose, and you're going to feel bad, and you're going to feel like, oh, why must I do this? Okay. And then it says, taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life. You're discontented because you don't know what to choose. That is a worst first world problem. Thank goodness for that. You should be grateful for that discontentment. That means that you are well off compared to the 90% of everyone on this planet. Just put that into perspective. Okay? And when you put that into perspective, you're gonna be like, hey, oh my god, that means I have a new idea to what I can create. Holy shiznit! Yeah. Yeah. Can you see? I'm very, very happy at this point. Alright. So the Ace of Autumn talks of a windfall of money, advice or assistance from others. A very successful project. Yeah, happy change in your career. Awesome possum! Wow, this is an amazing reading. Alright, my Scorpios. Now, the cards clarifying that are Oh, that Gnome, which talks of breaking of patterns or habits, and you have broken a pattern and a habit that kept you stuck. You have. Next, you have the Bodacious Bodak. Now, the Bodacious Bodak, alright, talks of order. So you found the order. You've broken a pattern and you found the order for you to stay in this way of being, which is amazing. Next, you have Nellis the Alchemist. Now, Nellis the Alchemist talks of inner transformation, irrevocable change. So whatever the shift that happened is, it happened because there was an inner transformation. No one can take it away from you. It is within you. It is ingrained in you now. It is your default mode at this point. No one can take it away from you. No one, other than if you take it away from yourself, is what I'm hearing. is what I got, actually. Then you have the friends. Now the friends talk of friendship, aid, support. Now I feel like at some point, and this kind of sucks, but you're gonna change a couple of your friends, because let's face it, when you change your vibrational frequency, your friends change as well, because they no longer, because you guys aren't on the same level. You guys aren't on the same level, which is a part of life, and it's fine. So you'll make new friends. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't keep that stuck from your manifestation. Next, you have the singer of initiation. Now, the singer of initiation talks of passage through trial, triumph, new level. And I feel like that's the fact that you're going to have to let go of your friends is your new trial. But the awesome thing is that if you stick to it, you're going to be able to go through it. And I know no one wants to let go of their friends, but it's fine. At some point, okay, you won't be able to. God is going to, they're just going to go away because you have now changed. But once you get to that point, that change is going to be an awesome change. That is what I'm getting. So, my gorgeous and fellow Scorpios, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, I'm talking too fast, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Scorpios, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!